All right, at the top of my top 10 list of free breads you get when you go out to eat at places is the king, the Red Lobster cheddar biscuits. You know what I'm talking about? As a Husky kid, man, I'd sit down, I'd eat an entire basket of them and say, more please, right? But no matter how many cheddar biscuits at Red Lobster, RIP Red Lobster, I never got full, right? Like full forever. I'd get full for now and barely touch my shrimp, but then eventually I need more. Because bread, when you eat bread, it never fully satisfies because you always gotta get more. Our daily life today comes from one of the I am statements that Jesus said about himself. He said, I am the bread of life. He uses this physical metaphor to communicate a spiritual reality of who he is in John 6:35. There's 7 different times he says, I am, and this is the first one. He says, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. Jesus is talking to a crowd of people that just watched him feed 5,000 people with bread and fish. And then they come to him and they say, God, we want more. And he goes, no, you want more real bread. He says, but I got something else for you. If you eat from me, you'll never have hunger again. Because Jesus is telling us a really important spiritual truth here. He says, if you come to me, I will fill every longing and every need you will ever had. Good luck with that, Red Lobster, right? Jesus does something different, spiritual, that we can only hope to get. As Blaise Pascal said in 1870, he wrote a book called Pensis he was talking about what we experience as humanity. And he's the first one to coin the phrase that every human has a God-shaped hole in his heart that we try to fill with all kinds of different things, longings, reputation, desires, jobs, families, relationships, but ultimately there's only one puzzle piece that we're missing on the inside, and it's the eternal bread of life that once we have him, there's nothing else we can long for forever. So today, man, wherever have your eyes, that God-shaped hole has been filled by God who will satisfy every hunger and every thirst because ultimately he's a bread of life that'll never lead you to hunger again. Pray with me. God, thank you for that truth that we know that you have satisfied every desire and need. And when our eyes start wandering to other idols and start wondering what else could fill this, we got all we need in you. And when we come back to you, God, every time you remind us we don't have to hunger and thirst for the things that you've already satisfied. Thank you in your name. Amen.